On stage, they looked inseparable, for young women shining like diamonds under the world spotlight. But behind the perfect smiles and flawless performances, cracks were forming. A rivalry that almost shattered Blackpink forever. This is the story you were never meant to hear. It all began in the training rooms of Seoul. Young girls, filled with ambition, pushing their limits day after day. Behind every sweat drop was a dream, to debut, to be chosen, to escape anonymity. But even in these early days, whispers of competition echoed in the halls. When they finally debuted, the world went silent in awe. Blackpink exploded onto the scene, redefining K-pop with power, style, and attitude. But as the cheers grew louder, so did the shadows lurking behind the spotlight. On stage they were sisters, but off stage, the silence told another story. In dressing rooms, subtle distance appeared. The tension was invisible to fans, but impossible to ignore for those closest to them. At the core of every idol's story lies the company. Executives pulling strings, deciding who gets the spotlight, who leads the stage, and who waits in the shadows. For Blackpink, these decisions planted the first seeds of division. Their fame rose like wildfire. Sold-out arenas, millions of fans, global recognition. But with each step higher, the pressure multiplied. And pressure, in the world of K-pop, has only two outcomes: unity, or collapse. Behind closed doors, favoritism became clear. One member promoted more, another pushed forward, while the rest waited quietly in frustration. Success tasted sweet, but bitterness lingered underneath. In rehearsals, the lights always seemed to shine brighter on one. And as cameras rolled, subtle glances revealed something deeper, jealousy that could no longer be hidden. Soon, the media caught on. Headlines questioned their unity. Social media buzzed with speculation. Fans defended them, but even the most loyal began to wonder, was everything really as perfect as it seemed? Every smile, every wave, every gesture was analyzed by millions. And while the world expected flawless perfection, the truth was far more fragile. Behind the luxury, loneliness became a constant companion. Nights in empty hotel rooms, city lights blurring through tears, the weight of fame pressing heavier with every breath. Rehearsals turned into battlegrounds. A missed step, a wrong note, and suddenly voices were raised. What began as passion for music turned into silent wars. The world saw them as one, but inside, a divide was growing. One star shining too bright, leaving others in shadow. The stage that once united them was now tearing them apart. Tears fell in empty rooms. The exhaustion, the pressure, the endless comparisons, it was only a matter of time before someone broke. Some sought comfort in whispers, late-night conversations in hidden cafes. But secrecy only added fuel to the fire. Trust, once their strongest weapon, was slipping away. It came to a boiling point. The company, the members, everyone was at odds. Papers were drafted, discussions began, Blackpink stood on the edge of breaking apart. But when fans learned of the possible split, chaos erupted. Outside company buildings, chants filled the air. Social media turned into a battlefield of love, anger, and desperation. Hashtags trended worldwide. Fans refused to let the group go. Their voices, louder than any corporate decision, forced the world to pay attention. And then, hope returned. Quiet conversations among the girls turned into reconciliation. Shared tears, small smiles, the sisterhood they thought they lost began to heal. In the studio, for the first time in months, they worked like one. The music, the passion, the bond, it was still there. Buried under pain, but unbroken. The true test came under the blinding lights of a world tour. And when they stood together, shoulder to shoulder, the crowd erupted. For the first time, the girls felt it again, unity. The rivalries, the jealousy, the broken trust, it all began to fade. What mattered wasn't the spotlight. It was the bond, the music, the fans who never gave up on them. From ashes of division, they rose stronger. The group the world almost lost was reborn, tougher, closer, unshakable. Awards filled their shelves. Posters lined the walls. But their greatest achievement wasn't fame, it was survival. Together, against all odds. Blackpink's story is more than music. It's about resilience, unity, and the price of fame. But now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Rivalry made them stronger, or nearly destroyed them forever? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more untold stories from the world of fame and secrets, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. The next truth is coming sooner than you think.